Hey everybody, HMAC here, back with another Valheim guide. Today we're going over exactly how to find, tame, and lead. Oh yes, lead your very own pet Lox. Now, you may say to me, HMAC, we get that taming 2-star wolves is useful, but you can't breed Lox. You can't even get them to follow you. They're useless, and I'm not going to waste my time on this video. To which I would say, why do you sound so similar to me? Sorry, I had to. No, I'd say, listen here. You're a smart, beautiful, talented human being, but in this one singular instance, you are oh so very wrong. And you'll need to watch this video to understand why. I will say that I've come up with a nifty little trick for getting your Lox to follow you, and I found it pretty useful, but more on that later. If at any point you find that you like this video, then please like the video. The YouTube algorithm told me it's a good thing, so please reward the effort I put into each and every one of these videos with a simple click. It would really mean a lot. Oh, and if you're enjoying your time with me and want to stay up to date on the latest Valheim guides and updates, hit me with a sub and ring the bell. I promise you won't regret it. With all that said, let's get into the video. The first thing we need to do is prepare a home for our pet Lox. I'm providing you 3 different options, and you'll have to decide which is best for you based on your needs. The first option is just using a stone wall enclosure. Some good things about this is you can easily change the shape of the enclosure and create paths to guide your furry friend. Some downsides are that your Lox can destroy these boundaries in the taming process. This setup costs some stone, and even when tamed, your Lox may destroy the walls because it can aggro onto nearby creatures. Next, we have the deep hole. Yes, you can quite simply just dig a deep hole, just as we did with our 2-star wolves. The Lox will not be able to break this. They will remain contained as long as it's deep enough, and if you want them to leave after they've finished taming, you can just dig a ramp. This is a fine method, but it's more difficult to get the Lox in the enclosure and takes a little more work than our next method. To make this work, you need a deep hole with a ramp, and then once you've aggroed the Lox onto you, run into the hole. The ramp cannot be steep, or the Lox will turn around. Once you've gotten the Lox to follow you in, jump out, go back to the ramp, and quickly use your hoe to build a stone wall. You'll just have to spam it halfway up the ramp and the Lox should stay inside. The last method? Nothing. That's right, no enclosure, no hole, no nothing. Lox have such a low aggro range that as long as they didn't spawn right next to another biome, they won't really move from their spot, which means you can just set up a little hut and wait for them to tame nearby. You may be concerned that your newly tamed Lox might just run away, but we have methods for getting them to go where we want, so stay tuned. After you've decided on your taming location, we need to actually find our Lox. They only spawn in the plains biome, and on top of that, they will almost always spawn in herds of 3 or 4. You'll frequently see them near patches of unpicked cloudberries, and they'll be simulating grazing, but they're not actually consuming anything until you drop them food. So we found several Lox, but what if you only want to tame one and bring it back to your base? Or maybe you're scared of 4 Lox rushing you, and so you want to lead them away one at a time. Well, remember that Lox have very low aggro range, so they will not line of sight you from 50 meters away. Not even 20 meters away. What you can do is, pick the Lox you want, smack it on the butt with an arrow, and it will instantly become aggroed to you and charge. I've tried this at several different distances, and the Lox always seem to find a way to get close to me. So damage them, and the aggro is all you need. But HMAC, what do I do now? I've got a freaking mammoth charging at me. Whoa, yeah, sorry. Let's talk about taming this guy and making him our friend. To tame a Lox, you can feed it 3 things: cloudberries, flax, or barley. It will take about 3 of any of those to fully tame a Lox, and only about 30 minutes. You need to keep in mind that a Lox, along with any other tameable creature in Valheim, will only tame if it is happy, meaning fed, and not aggroed. Here, for example, we have captured our Lox by jumping in the deep hole as it charges at us, and quickly jumping out, then raising the ground on the ramp to block it off. Then lose the aggro by sneaking away until it no longer is excited. Once it is comfortable in its new enclosure, we can drop some cloudberries in and it will begin acclimating. Great, now all you have to do is wait about 30 minutes nearby and make sure there's ample food available. It will only seek out food nearby, and you can just drop a stack of cloudberries and it'll continue eating as it needs to, as long as it remains de-aggroed. This is a very fast method for getting it done, and while it is faster to skip digging a deep hole, we can guarantee that the Lox will not wander off too far from the cloudberries we've dropped. and continue taming the entire time. To prevent it from going hungry, drop cloudberries all around their grazing area if you decide not to have an enclosure. I also tested sleeping to see if it would speed up the taming rate. I tapped a Taming Lox and they were 12% acclimated before sleeping, and 19% after I woke up, so it definitely speeds up the process. These were all tamed in 32 minutes exactly, with sleeping every night, so go for it. It's gotta be the fastest way. Okay, HMAC, you're really putting me to sleep with all this taming talk. We get it. Drop food, hang out, like the video, easy enough. But you told me we'd learn how to get it to follow us. That's all we're here for. How do you do it? Well, my friend, you've waited long enough, and here's where I show you. Okay, so you'll need a harpoon. If we harpoon the Lox, it will attempt to run in the opposite direction and use a ton of stamina, giving us only a few seconds and not genuine following. Because Lox are heavy and strong, so it takes a lot of Viking strength to keep them on your tail. But you know what isn't heavy or strong? Grey dwarfs. Oh yes, grey dwarfs. The most annoying creature in the game. Grey dwarfs, when harpooned, will actually chase after you, generally consuming no stamina, and allowing for endless harpoonage. So what can we do with this knowledge? Well, we harpoon the grey dwarf, run in front of our tamed Lox, and then just walk where we want to go. With the new harpoon mechanics, this is so much easier because the line will stay the same length as when you threw it, so you can harpoon the grey dwarfs pretty close and it will trail you. Additionally, they do barely any damage at this level, and as long as it's not super close to you, it'll never hit you anyway. Bring your grey dwarf around as bait, and your Lox will follow you as long as it's aggroed to the grey dwarf. If it loses aggro, just run in front of it again. Once you've got your Lox to the spot you want it to stay, just let it kill the grey dwarf and drop some cloudberries to keep it eating and staying in that area. Just keep in mind that death skeetos will kill your grey dwarf bait, so watch out for them. Oh, and we're skipping the outro because no one watches that anyway. So just do me a favor and slap a like on the bird chest, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're one of the real ones who does stay to the end, drop a comment like, "I'm gonna tame a Lox and lead it to my next boss fight." Until next time, my friends, this was HMAC signing off.